Hey guys, welcome to the channel, or if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. We love having you guys. I'm going to make a nice and simple one today, but it's a great way of introducing you guys to these. Now, if you're a watcher of Joanne's channel, you'll know what these are already. If not, stay tuned and I'll tell you in just a minute. Alright guys, so, yeah, we're back, and what are these? Well, these are recipe books, but they're not just any recipe books. If you guys watch Joanne's channel, you'll know that recently it's been my birthday, and my mom sent me a package from Louisiana, and in that package was all of these. And in these are a ton of my granny's old recipes. Alright, so yeah, these recipes are old, and some of them, well, these actually still have a bunch of little envelopes in with them, because Granny used to take these, and she would give recipes out to people as like, with a wedding card, or with a birthday card, or things that, you know, just ways of sharing some of these old recipes with people. These other two, this was actually a book put out by the church that my granny and granddad and actually myself were members of for a long time in Louisiana, Claiborne Baptist. And this one, Dogwood Delights, this is just a Southern classic. I think they made the last edition of this around 2006. Unfortunately, because it is a wonderful book of old recipes, and there's some absolutely amazing ones in here. As you can see, I've been going through and adding some stickers for things that I want to appear on the channel. But today, I wanted to start with something really, really basic. So, I don't know if you're going to be able to read that. The writing is a bit poor, almost as bad as mine, but I'm going to make hoe cakes. And no, don't start getting any weird thoughts about why they might be called that. They're called that because they used to be made on the back of a hoe. Also sometimes called shovel cakes, because they were sometimes cooked over a campfire with a shovel. So these are one of the most basic kind of campfire recipes that you're going to get. And you'll see that in just a second when I start making them. Because although, yeah, there's a paragraph of text there, there's only 2 ingredients plus water. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you how we make them. And then we'll throw them on the Ninja Woodfire grill. Get a bit of that smoke on them to get the feeling of that campfire. And we'll go from there. Also, for anyone who is interested in these recipes, I am thinking about trying to put together somewhere that I can put them up for everyone to have, and I'm just trying to figure out where that will be in the near future. Alright, so I'm going to try to follow this recipe pretty straight to the letter. There will be a couple little things that I'm going to adjust, and I'll tell you why that is. So, first thing it says is in a mixing bowl. So there's our mixing bowl. Add 2 cups of cornmeal. Now you know me, I don't measure, but that's about 3 cups. And a teaspoon of salt. So I need about a teaspoon and a half, really. Into a bowl. We stir those together, and then we moisten them with very hot water. Now, how much is moistening them? It doesn't say, but I know that what we're looking to do here is bring them to a consistency that we can almost kind of shape, well, we are going to need to shape them with our hands in a little bit. So, just keep adding some water until this kind of forms into a kind of almost a Play-Doh-like dough texture. We don't want it too thin. But we want to be able to form it. I'd say that's almost there. We've still got some dry spots, so I'll add a bit more water. I'm probably up to about a cup of water if I'm guessing right. And this is basically water that was boiled in the kettle and then just left to cool just slightly so that it's not full-on boiling. Alright, and as you can see there, that is now able to be shaped. Now the next bit, it says, let stand 1 hour. Now, why are we letting this stand for an hour? Well, it's predominantly just so that you don't burn your hands whenever you shape it. There's actually no reaction that's going on here. There's no raising agent. There's no chemical change that's happening during that hour. It's just letting it cool off a bit. So, as long as we can get it cool, we don't really need to stand by a 1 hour time scale. And I know a lot of people that with some asbestos hands would just do it straight right now. I'm going to let it stand for a few minutes, and then we'll take it over to the grill, and I'll show you the next bit. Alright, now while that is getting ready, and while the grill is heating up, I just want to touch on a couple other things real quick. Now, the recipe itself does say serve with bacon and syrup. So I want to talk about these for just a second. First off, I've got streaky bacon, American style bacon, so I'll be throwing that on the grill along with the hoe cakes. I do have the unsmoked at this point, but I'm going to throw it on a smoker, so it's going to be smoked by the end. And this stuff, now you can get this in the UK, but I'm going to bet a lot of you have never heard of it. Cairo is a dark corn syrup. Now, corn syrup is something that my wife didn't realize until she met me that was actually a thing that you ate, as in like just on its own. You guys probably know it as an ingredient in things, you know, high fructose corn syrup. This is it. But we use it as a pancake syrup, as a breakfast syrup, and these hoe cakes basically are a campfire substitute for a pancake. So that's what we're going to be putting on there. Now, I also just briefly want to say, again, thank you guys for the subscriptions, for the watch time, for all of the support that you've been giving me. I've had a couple questions recently about, you know, what I do for a living, both on this channel and on Joanne's channel. I work in IT as a business analyst, normally. I actually went off work in February due to some health issues that were brought on by some complications with work. So I have not actually been working since February. So this has been kind of my outlet and my way of kind of staying sane a bit, however sane I actually am. So again, I appreciate you guys for that. I may, in the near future, be going back to work. We'll see. I don't know yet. But if I do, obviously the channel will still keep going. I might have to slow down to maybe 3 videos a week or something like that. I'll have to work that out once I figure out work schedules and things like that. But in the meantime, like I said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. If you are watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe for me. It does help. And if you are subscribed and you're not watching every video, again, those watch hours, you don't have any idea how much that helps the channel. So any videos that you want to watch, I really appreciate it. And I've also got some Amazon affiliate links down below. So if you are looking at purchasing the Ninja Woodfire Grill or any of the Ninja equipment or any of the other stuff that I use on the channel, you can click those links below. You can purchase those, and it costs you nothing extra. It does not cost you one penny more, but it also means that it does support the channel, so that is much appreciated. So I'll stop with all of that for now, and I'll just let the grill finish heating up, and we'll get to cooking in just a second. Thanks again. Alright, our grill is ready. I'm going to go ahead and spray it with a bit of oil. There we go. That's just to make sure that nothing sticks. Then I'm going to throw us a couple of slices of bacon on here. And I'm going to throw us a couple more slices of bacon on here because it's bacon. And then I take some of that hoe cake mix, and as you can see, it's solid enough that I can kind of hold it in my hand and shape it a bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw that down on the grill. I'll go ahead and do just the same with another one. And now I'm going to go ahead and close that up and let it smoke for about 3 to 4 minutes. Right, so about 3 minutes later, we're going to go ahead and flip this bacon over. Dogs are going to go mad because there's someone next door. And then I'm just going to get under the edge of this and flip that. And I'm going to go ahead and press it down a bit, just to flatten out the bottom. Do the same with this one. And we're going to give that another 3 minutes. Alright, so, had a delivery show up at the door, so I hope I have not burned these. Bacon is a little dark, but not bad. These look about perfect though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, bacon's a little bit over. I still like it though. I mean, it's bacon. Alright, gonna head over to the table and try them out. Alright, here we go. Pour some of our syrup over those. Now, like I said, these used to be a campfire breakfast, and I would have said 6 months ago that the only thing that would have kept me from having them for breakfast was having to fire up a grill first thing in the morning, because you want that smokiness to them. The Ninja Woodfire fixes that though. It takes 5 minutes to heat that thing up. It's just as quick as heating up a pan on the stove. So I'll go ahead and cut into that. Give you a good look there, if the lighting would cooperate. Just a second. Alright, I'm back. I had a grandkid standing just off camera dying for a bite. So I had to give her a bite, and then I went ahead and adjusted the camera while I had it switched off. But yeah, there you go. Hoe cakes. Shovel cakes. Johnny cakes, I've heard them called. They're lovely, and like I said, they're 2 ingredients plus water. 3 if you add the bacon, and 4 if you add the syrup. They're wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And simple as can be. Try these. Honestly, do. I think I can still get this on Amazon. If I can, I'll make sure that I add a link down below for this to make sure you can get the exact one, because Cairo specifically is a really good corn syrup. And they're actually the one that I've used all my life. They're the one that my granny used to buy. So, I mean, if granny used it, it's got to be the right one, right? All right. Well, I'm going to have the rest of this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.